The violin has long been able to reach our hearts and souls. Tears rolling silently, hair rising on the arms, a stillness in the chest you didn't expect. These are the effects the violin has on the audience. But hasn't anyone ever told you why this happens? How does this instrument create such profound emotions and still our hearts completely? In my workshop, I explore with you the reasons behind the sound, behind the curtains, a territory very few have ventured into and never quite like this. My name is Chautard. I have been teaching the violin internationally for over 30 years. I have studied in Paris and London. In Paris, I obtained several gold medals and also went to the CFEDM to become a violin teacher. And then I also studied at the Royal College of Music in London. Then over the years, with my experience, I developed what we call the Chautard method with a lot of personalized approach to violin teaching. Despite all the wonderful teaching I have received from all those maestros, and I'm very grateful for all this knowledge that has been transferred to me, despite all this, something was missing, and I was really curious to explore deeper into why the violin creates all these emotions inside us and what are the physics related to this. So not just on an emotional level, but really what is happening there when we play violin. And I do touch also into the technical part of everything in my workshop, how to hold the bow and the interaction between the instrument and the bow. The Franco-Belgian posture, of course, which is a very flexible and beautiful posture on the bow that enables the player to have a really beautiful palette of different colors to play with. So in this workshop, you will explore with me what the tone of violin really is through physics. So that's science. And so the scientific phenomenon behind what is happening, what you hear. And then we'll explore the left hand and the right hand and the interaction between the two and how this can have an effect on your sound. Whether you're a violinist or listening to a violin, it's also interesting to really understand what is happening in there, why a violin is moving this way or that way with their bow, where they place their bow, etc. I also touch on anxiety and the role of anxiety in tone production, because we play with a body and a mind, and it's not just what is happening at the tip of the fingers that matters, but the whole emotional background behind it from the player. The coordination between all of this, and I end with a chapter on the instruments and how to care for your instruments, violin and bow, and how they can affect your sound as well. So there's 7 chapters, quite comprehensive, sometimes going deep into physics and sometimes really more into the emotional part, or just basically the real technique and how it can help players play in a different way and explore their sound further and further. So even for professionals, we always explore our sound and try to change and evolve our sound with our personality, with our experience. And sometimes we want to change our sound and we want to know all the different factors that could help us reach this. So this is what we're going through with this workshop together. Now, who is this workshop for? It can be for violin players, beginners, intermediate, advanced, any level really, because there's a little bit of everything for everyone there. And it can be for teachers who want to have a bit of more understanding on the tone production and some words to be able to explain this to students and bring another look at the teaching methods, maybe bringing some new tools for teachers. It is good for students to hear things in a different way, not just this is what you need to do, but why do we do this and why you're violin making this noise around the frog and what is happening and what you need to do along the bow. So I also have diagrams in there that can be very useful to show students or for learners to take a look at and understand what is happening in their bow at different places of the bow and with their body. So there are many different diagrams in there that you might enjoy, and some photos as well of different postures of the hand and some bad habits. It's really good for teachers and players to look at and go, oh, maybe I do that. Oh yeah, so that's how it should look like. And then you can record yourself and try different ways. This is not a you must do this. This is my method. This is how I've been taught, and then how I have developed my understanding of violin playing. So there's no fixed opinion there. This is really subjective, and you can take what you want from it and share it if you want. So learners, players, advanced any level teachers, and even people who love the violin and want to understand or learn more a little bit about it and read through, and I'm sure you will find something you will really understand and find fascinating and love the violin even more for it in the end. So don't hesitate, go for it. Look at the description below to find the link, buy the workshop, and eventually I will also do a live course with it. We will talk about it, and if you have any questions, please put them in the comments below or send me a message, and I hope you enjoy the course and everything you will learn from it. I'm sure you'll find something that will trigger you and think, oh, how about this? Oh, I didn't know that, or I'd like to know more about this, and you will keep digging further into that amazing instrument that is the violin and where we share the passion for. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.